making baked hush puppies for dinner tonight, and I thought I would do a recipe share for it. It's a super easy recipe and tasty, and because they're baked instead of fried, you're saving yourself a little bit on, well, not more than a little bit on calories and fat. So let me show you what you're going to need. You'll need, oh, and the recipe will be linked below. And this comes from a Paula Deen cookbook, I believe. Okay. You will need oil, cornmeal, flour, baking powder, salt, black pepper. That's my Mickey one cute. Onion, butter, eggs, and milk. Okay. First thing, oh, and then of course a bowl and a mini muffin pan. Okay. You want to get your 2 tablespoons of butter melting. Okay. So while that's working, I'm going to get the dry ingredients going. Okay, so in your large bowl, you're going to combine 2/3 cup of cornmeal, and I am not a very precise measure if you've watched any of my other videos, so I will have all the amounts listed below, but forgive me. And then 1/3 cup all-purpose flour. I have never used like a white wheat or a whole wheat, so I have no idea how it would turn out. Teaspoon of baking powder and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, but I never, since I use a freshly ground, I never measure. I just stir. I just do it until it looks right. Yes. So once you have these combined, now you're going to do the wet ingredients. I forgot to mention, this has to heat up to 450, so you'll want to go ahead and get that started before you start mixing. 2 eggs. Beat them just a little bit. 1/3 cup milk. Your 2 tablespoons of butter. Mine got a little bit brown, so we're gonna have a little bit nutty flavor with them. You know, I just realized that I told you we needed vegetable oil for these. We don't. Scratch that. I apologize. Anyway, you have your eggs and milk and butter, and then you also need a 1/2 cup of finely chopped onion. For reference, it was about 1 onion that size. I can never tell. I never remember how much onion goes into how much the equivalent is. So 1 small, that's what I call a small onion. I don't know if that's really small, but anyway, you can see reference. Yeah, so you have those. You're going to combine them, and then they all go together. And you're just going to stir until they're just combined. Okay, it's going to be a little drier than your average cornbread, but not by much. So there we go. So you're going to put about a tablespoon in each one of these. Oh, I need to spray it first. If you have muffin liners, you can use those. Okay, so into your sprayed or greased muffin pan, if you have liners, you can use that. You're going to put about a tablespoon. Again, I'm not a precise measure. I just use a large cooking spoon. And you're going to fill this up, and then they cook for 10 minutes. Okay. I am making these early in the day, and I think they taste just fine. Later, if you want them warm, to serve them warm though, you can put them back in the oven to warm them up. If you want to make them earlier in the day, or just wait till dinner time. So I'm gonna finish these up and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, here's the finished product with the lighting of these. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll try and get a picture if it doesn't look like it's going to be good. You can see they're kind of crisp up on the edges and on the top. Not crisp like a fried one, but good. And again, these reheat well if you need them to, but I usually just serve them. If I'm not going to make them right before dinner, I just serve them at room temperature. I have had success with freezing these, and I just let them cool completely and then put them in a Ziploc bag and get all the air out well. So there are my baked hush puppies. Again, I will have the recipe linked below if you would like to try them. Super easy and definitely less fat and calories than the deep fried kind. So there you go. Thanks for watching.